I'll make this quick intro. Today's day 2. As of yesterday, I got ahead and locked up 3 deals, sent 3 contracts. I also sent 1 contract this morning, which I've already uploaded the video. So today, really just want to do a little bit more of everything, not just the acquisition part. But let's get right to it.
Hello.
Hey, Thomas, Caesar here. How are you?
Yeah, I think we've been playing phone tag day, brother.
I was gonna say exactly the same thing. You beat me to it. How's everything?
Yeah, like I told you, in the text message, for this time of year, it's hot here in Toledo.
Oh my gosh, I know. What's the
It's in
temp?
the 80s here.
What's the temperature out there right now?
It's in the 80s.
It's in the 80s. Okay. Is it 80s and humid or 80s and just hot?
Hot.
Got it. Okay.
But like I said, for this time of year, we're not used to being anything above 75.
Got it.
Especially being on the lake like we are.
Yep. Absolutely. I understand. Okay. Nice. Other than that, how's everything else going? How's the house coming along?
Well, we had 2 nibbles. But my biggest thing was right now has been recovery. I injured my leg real bad back in March, and I just now came out of the soft cast 2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Okay.
And it's the first time my leg has been wrapped up since March.
Oh.
Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good.
All right. Well, that's good, man. Well, I didn't know that, but yeah, I'll sending you some good healing vibes your way,
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. So your house still on the market, yeah?
Yeah, my daughter thinks we're going to be in for a hard winter because of the summer. But yeah, we've been on the market 2 months.
Been on the market for about 2 months now, yeah. Because I know last time I spoke with you was about a month ago, and that's why I was like, you know what, I'll leave you alone for a while, see if you guys can sell it on the market, right?
Yeah.
And so how's that coming along? Are you guys getting any walkthroughs, any feedback? What type of feedback have you been getting?
We've only had 1 phone call and 1 walkthrough, and the guy kind of hinted, saying where he would put certain furniture, but that's the last I've heard.
Got it. Okay. Has your realtor done any work, or does he continue to give you updates? What's the deal with that?
It's been a couple weeks since we talked.
Got it.
I'm also interested in purchasing a small piece of land because I think I've told you we're planning on buying a motor home.
Yeah.
And then that way I have a place to park it when we're in town.
Mm-hmm.
That way I don't have to worry about the availabilities of campgrounds.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then are you looking to buy land in Toledo as well, or?
I'm thinking about staying in Lucas County. If I was to transfer away, it would have to be like Tennessee.
Okay.
But the biggest issue I'm having right now is getting rid of our household goods.
Yeah.
We've tried twice now, and it's been a flop both times.
You say your goods, like as in like all your furniture and all that, or?
Yeah. That way I don't have to store it.
Yeah.
Pay storage fees.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Got it. Just curious, by the way, I know at the end of the day, when you sell this house, you want to get a mobile home or motorhome, right? Because you and your daughter want to travel, right?
Motorhome.
Yep.
Yeah, motorhome.
Got it. How much is that going to cost you? Have you looked?
We've been pricing them for. You can't get anything less than $10,000. Now, I'm sure if somebody had one for say 15, 16,000. If I walked up and handed them 10 grand, I think they would sell.
Got it. Okay.
I mean, there certainly are certain exceptions to that. I mean, there's going to be some people that's, got their RV motorhome cast in iron, just like I had the house, price of the house.
Yeah, absolutely. And then how big of a land are you looking to get? Half an acre?
Say again?
How big of a land are you looking to get?
I don't know. I don't think I need any more than maybe half acre, maybe a little more, but I don't think so. But somewhere in that neighborhood, yeah.
Got it. Have you done any like homework on how much land would be around Lucas County or Tennessee?
I haven't looked at Tennessee at all, but around this area, the lowest I've seen was like for 3,000. That was inner city, and near the edge of town, that's like 8 grand.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. Well, man, maybe I can help. Maybe I can help you out with that as well. Because I do come across a lot of lands that people are selling. I mean, maybe I can help negotiate it down for you, and then sell it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that way, you have you get it lower than what you see online or what they were thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
my daughter's making homemade potato chips.
Making homemade what?
Homemade potato chips.
Oh, nice. Oh man, I haven't eaten since last night, my friend. You're making me hungry now.
Oh. Yeah, you're 3 hours behind me, aren't you?
Yes, I am 3 hours. So it's 12 o'clock right now. It's right at noon, and it's what, 3 o'clock over there, right? Just right before 3, 5 minutes before 3.
Yeah. It's just 3. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's 5 minutes before 3.
Great. Okay. Well, let me ask you, Thomas. I mean, I know you've been sitting on this property for 2 months now, close to 2 months. I mean, what are your plans? Are you planning to sit on there for a while? Are you planning to get this thing sold as quickly as possible?
I think I'm going to call Walt here in the next day or two and see where things are at. It's well, like I said, I haven't heard from him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we're stagnant, we're going to have to do something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let me ask you. I mean, what is your ideal solution? Like, what's the purpose of selling I mean, obviously, I know the purpose of selling the house because you want to travel with your daughter. But once you sell the house, what's the ideal solution for Thomas and his daughter?
Well, ideally, we would get the place sold, try and get rid of the furnishings, and get into a motor home as quick as possible. And I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm. Oh, excuse me. I gotta get up for a second. That's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm 67 years old. I'll be 68 in December.
Oh man, you don't sound like it. Besides when you were trying to get up.
Yeah, except for that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what my age shows. Yes.
Yeah. No,
I have one of those mobility chairs that raises your butt up, but I don't like it. It's too slow.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to say all the time too.
By the time I get up, I don't know what I'm getting up for.
Oh man.
But I mean, as far as our ultimate solution, I mean, I'm trying. I'm not expecting more than 45, but I really don't want to go below 38. Be my lowest, I think.
Yeah.
Because I also had to buy a trailer for my SUV.
Okay. How much is that?
We we priced between 4 and 12. Here, come this way.
Between 4 and 12 for the trailer.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So overall, between 4 to 12, huh? So
Yeah, so I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood between the the motorhome, the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking to spend 24 to 28,000 just for those two items.
Yeah.
And that's not counting buying property to park on.
Yeah. I gotcha. Okay. Well, here's.
Of course, we want some traveling money too.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I completely understand, man. And I mean, I want to help you out as much as I can. And the only thing is, if you remember when we were talking, the biggest issue that you'll have, and hopefully I'm wrong, but I've come across it way too many times, way too often, especially out in Toledo, is I do see a lot of these houses that are like as is, right? Buying it at as is conditions. And I see it being on the market for 40, 60, 90, 100 days. I was on, and they're just not moving, right? And so I don't know if you ever asked, did you ever ask your realtor why other houses are not moving in your area? Just curious.
Yeah, matter of fact, we got one around the corner from us. They want $100,000 for it, and it's like, I think my house is better shape than that one.
Yeah, right. And so there's a couple on Ashwood Avenue, actually, almost like right next to each other. One's been on the market for 46 days. It's 54.9, and the other one is 49,777. For 46 days, right? And these are pretty much ready move in. Really don't need to do anything on there. Just buy it and then get a renter in there. Cleaned out, right? And they're 54. One was 55 and one is 47, like I said. Or sorry, 50,000 pretty much. And so the issue that you're having there, and you know this because you said if I remember correctly, your brother's also an investor, right? Out in Indiana. Yeah. So he can tell you this if he hasn't told you already. At this point, let me ask you, in your block, because I know in Toledo it changes, not necessarily from block to block, but it does change a lot. On your block, if that house is fully fixed up, painted, modernized, I mean, what's the top dollar that someone like myself or your brother can sell it for on the market?
Oh, geez. I don't even have a clue.
Yeah. So I'm just to let you know, I'm looking at like the comparable sales, the properties that have sold. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on a second.
Sure.
Maddie's wondering about property in Tennessee, if you have any knowledge what's going on down there, property-wise, house-wise.
Yeah, I can definitely ask around. I've got a network of investors out in Tennessee, so I can see, if you guys are looking for land out there, right?
Yeah, Sevierville area.
What area? I'm sorry.
The town is called Sevierville.
Sevierville. Okay.
It's near Pigeon Forge.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll ask around and then I'll definitely let you know. Like I said, if I can help you that way, I'd be more than happy to do so.
Okay.
But back to what I was saying is just looking at comparable sales, right, around the area. Once we fixed your property, make it, clean it out, paint it, modernize it, the maximum, if we get lucky, would be $70,000. $60,000, between 60 to 70 is really the sweet spot. And that's how much that house would be worth once it's fixed. Right?
Yeah.
And so,
that sounds about right.
Yeah. And then looking at I'm glad you agreed on that one. So looking at the pictures for your property, Is there anything that needs to be done with your property besides what I see online right now?
Just cosmetic stuff.
Just cosmetics, right? Nothing wrong with the roof. How old is the roof?
No, the roof is less than a year and a half old.
Less than a year and a half old. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then any problem with the foundation?
No.
No problem.
Nothing wrong with foundation at all. And the furnace is less than 6 years old.
That's
the
right.
water heater is less than 6 years old.
Yep. Okay. There is one picture on here that I see. It has a ceiling fan. I think it's right outside the kitchen.
Yeah.
I see that there's some kind of dripping from the ceiling. Is that water or is that just paint?
That excuse me. That was water damage, and that's why we had to get a new roof.
Okay.
But it's superficial. It's not moldy or anything.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
And the attic has a full floor in it.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's not very common.
Yep.
My experiences.
Absolutely. Okay. And then refresh my memory. How much can you rent that place out for?
When we was buying it, we was buying it through a realtor, and we was paying $399 a month.
Uh-huh. How long ago was that?
And well, the house has been mine for 5 years now.
Okay.
And now there's another house here on the street. There's a garage on the property, but he does not let them use the garage, and he's getting $650 a month.
Uh-huh.
And it's the same floor plan as mine.
Got it. Okay. And you have a garage, you said?
No, he has a garage.
Oh,
he
has.
doesn't let him use it.
Got it. Okay. Let me look at just the rent rate over there. I think that's around the right neighborhood. Give me one sec. My laptop's acting a little slow. Yeah, it's about $600 a month is what I can get for that property for rent. Okay, so if you remember, just looking at that, $60,000 is what we can really sell that for if we would decide to flip it. Now, when we decide to fix and flip the place, then we would not only just do the cosmetic, but we would make it modernize. Right? We would modernize it, right? And so we could probably get away with less than $10,000 to get it rent ready if we decide to go that route. But if we decide to modernize it and really sell it on the market for maximum value, we're probably going to sink in anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 for to get the maximum value out of it to be able to put it on the market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
right.
If we do it that way, 60 minus 20, we're already down to 40,000, and then from 40. I got to take away about $6,000. That's closing costs and holding costs. Your brother would tell you this, and you probably know this already. So if I'm boring you, please let me know. But 40 minus, I said 7,000. So 40 minus 7, that's 33. And, if I put in, anywhere from 10 to 20,000, I kind of want to get the same amount of profit. So looking at it from an investor point of view, whether it's me or any other end buyer out there, I mean, that house, from an investment point of view, it would, we'd be able to go with it at 20,000, maybe 25 at the highest. But 25,000, we'd be able to close on that within 14 days.
Yeah, I can't go that low.
Yeah. I mean,
I got to keep our future in mind too.
Of course. No, I completely understand.
And motorhomes motorhomes that depreciate, not appreciate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me ask you this. If just hypothetically, if you're able to get a motorhome, a half an acre land, whether it's in Lucas County or in Tennessee, and have a trailer, would that work?
Probably, possibly, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if I can help you find that land um, for a low price, then maybe we can make that work for you.
Yeah. It's a possibility. Excuse me.
You know, otherwise, just letting you know. I mean, once again, hopefully I'm wrong, but I've seen this many times, and we do buy a lot of properties out in Toledo, especially the 43608, 43609, 43605, right? Area zip codes. Is that a lot of these houses like yours? I don't know why the listing agents do it, but they put it on the market and they let it sit there for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. And then a lot of the homeowners are like, well, like, I need the money. What can we do? And then I usually come in and I explain, hey, here's the reason why it's not moving. This is where you need to be. And, you know, like, how can we make that work for you? So if I can find you guys land for a really low price and then have, you know, have a motorhome, a trailer, land for less than 25, and then buy your property between 20 to 25,000. I mean, is that something where you'd be like, hey, I can live with that? Or is that something you're like, no, I still won't be able to?
I'd have to have a little bit more of that so we could live on it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, because cash flow is going to be the king at that point, you know.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we got to buy food. We got to be able to pay for the fuel and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay.
So,
I mean, would 30,000 work for you if that were the case? If someone was able to make that happen?
We could probably work with that.
Got it. Okay. I mean, the reason why I'm asking that question is that price point is just really outside of my comfort zone. But what I can do, and here's a potential solution for you, and I want to run it by you, Thomas, and then you let me know if it's something you'd want me to do or not. And if you do, great, let's work together. Let me see if I can solve your situation. If not, no problem at all, right? What I can do is, and I'm sorry?
Because I got to pay Walt his fee too, which is $4,500.
$4,500
for his commission, yeah.
Yeah. How long is your contract with the realtor?
6 months, I think.
6 months. Okay. I mean, one of the things that you can do too, and I know, you know, I've done deals before where there was definitely enough meat on the bone where we were able to help pay out the realtor. And there are times when there just isn't, you know? And so I know I've done it before too, where the seller was able to get out of their contract for as little as $500 and they're out of the contract. And then we're able to come in and help pay that 500. And then just, you know, in that way, we're able to move it for you without the realtor.
Yeah.
I mean, is that something that, if that's possible, is that something that you would do?
Yeah, if it's possible.
Got it. Okay. Because one of the things that I can do is I can help you and be an easy button for you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I tell the dog to move because I got to go to the kitchen because my daughter's starting to fall.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Okay. Got it? Okay. Yeah, I got her sat down. So.
Yep, no worries. So one of the things that I can do is this, because your price point is higher than mine, what I can do is I can partner up with a local investor in that area who's willing to take an upsized risk and pay a little bit more, right? And so if I can do that for you and get a local investor to say, yeah, I'll pick up that place for 30,000, I'll partner with you, Caesar. If I can help you get more money in your pocket and I can still make my margin on the back end, why not, right? I mean, that makes it a sweet deal for me if I'm able to help someone out.
Right.
And so that's something that we can do. If you're open to it, I can try to close on this in 14 days, maybe 30. Do you guys live there still, or is it vacant?
Yeah, we still live here.
Oh, okay. So if we were to do something, if I was to help you out and achieve your goals, what's the ideal timeline for you guys? Is it 30 days, 15 days, 60 days? What would work best for you and your daughter?
30 to 45, something like that.
30 to 45 days. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what we can do, what's today? Today's the 10th. So what we can do is perhaps close on it by the end of 30th. Not 30th, sorry. Towards the end of October, maybe October 25.
Yeah.
Is that something that would work?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And do you, so just to kind of give you kind of like the process, how it would work. And then from there, you can make a decision whether you want to do it or not. Okay. Let's assume for a second you decide, hey, Caesar, yeah, you know what? My guy's doing what he's doing. Go ahead and try to get yourself a partner on this. And then while I'm trying to get a partner on it, you can talk to your realtor, see if you can, get him out and pay him a small fee, like $500, right, to cancel the contract.
Yeah.
And then what we can do is within those 30 days between now and in the middle of October, 3 things are going to happen. One, I'm going to open title to make sure that the title is clean, right? I got to do my due diligence.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then the second and third thing that's going to happen, and they're going to happen simultaneously, are one, I'm going to send a couple of contractors and inspectors out there just to make sure that it is just cosmetics, right? We want to make sure there's no big ticket item.
Right.
And then the third thing that's going to happen, once again, simultaneously, is that I'm going to send local investors that I've done business with in the past to see if they would partner with me on this deal. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Excuse me. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. I get. Yeah.
So then once.
This is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say this is one date that September 10th was my eldest son's birthday. It's been 4 years since he's passed.
Oh, man.
He would have been 41.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, September 10th is pretty much etched in my memory for all times.
Yeah.
He was born at 12:05 a.m. in '83.
Oh, man.
I'm kind of on a tangent. I apologize for that.
Yeah. No worries, man. I'm sorry to hear that. And, just to let you know, I know exactly how you feel. And I am, just to be for full transparency, last year I lost my dad on April 6th, 2 days before my younger brother's birthday.
Oh. Yeah, my daughter just found land for sale in Tennessee, Sevierville for $5,000.
Oh, nice. Okay. Send me that link.
Got a house on it? Can you send her that? Can you send him that link? I used Realtor.com. You did what? I used Realtor.com. She just used Realtor.com.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Well, later on I can look at lands for you guys. I also have, like I said, like a network of investors who would buy lands and just sell them. So I'll hit them up as well. A lot of times on an off market deal, you get a better deal than the on market, But I'll definitely check that out as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but just
my biggest issue I think I might have already said this, but it's just selling the contents of the house. It's just, and we had a yard. We've had 2 yard sales listed as moving sales, and only had one person actually buy anything. And we talked to auctioneers, and they're not interested because I only had 2 antiques in the whole house, and and a lot of us. Well, we're smokers, and people in this area don't seem to like smokers very well.
Got it. So are you looking to sell it just to get rid of it, or are you looking to sell it to make some more money?
Yeah. Sell it to get rid of it. So it's like I said, so it's something we don't have to put in storage.
Got it. Well, I mean, if we can take care of that for you, would that make your life easier?
Yeah, it'd make it a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we'll buy the property as is. So we'll just, you take whatever you want to take with you, leave behind what you want to leave behind. So if the things that you can't sell, you can't, you know what I mean? Like if we do a closing date of, like I said, towards like at the end of October, I mean, at the end of the day, between now and then, whatever you guys sell, you sell. Whatever you keep on there that you don't want to take with you, just leave behind. Obviously, it's going to cost us, depending on how much you leave behind, it's going to cost us a little bit. But we can always just discuss that later. That's not a problem. We can always make that happen for you.
Yeah, because most of it's good and solid. I mean, the TV stand, the desks, they're pretty solid.
Yeah. You don't need to worry about that. Yeah. Those are the things that we can take care of. Like I said, we're buying the property as is. So like I said, leave behind whatever you don't need, and take with you what you need. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So just to let you know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, well, like I said, we just tried to sell stuff just to have to make some money, spending money, and it just went nowhere.
No, absolutely. So just to let you know, like what I did with just the property on Idaho Street, this just happened 2 weeks ago. Same scenario. The seller is on a contract with a realtor, right? It's on the market, and the realtor hasn't been able to move it for like 3 months. The sellers are not happy. They are under contract for like 6 months. And so, when they were talking to other investors like myself, and finally they just got fed up with the realtor, and they're like, all right, we're just going to cancel the contract. Realtor's like, okay, we can cancel it. It's going to cost $500. So no problem. I was talking to the seller. So I told the seller, hey, look, I need to partner with a local investor on this, because just like you guys, they wanted a little bit higher price. And so I said, don't cancel the contract yet. Get under contract with me. Give me 14 days. And as soon as I find an investor, we're ready to go. Once the title is clear, then go ahead and pay that $500 fee. And so that's exactly what they did. And so we're actually closing on it this Friday. But I wanted to make sure that you're protected. Or he's protected. So I told him, hey, don't cancel it until I find a local investor to partner with me. And once I did, then that's when he picked up the phone and told the realtor that, hey, this is what we can do now. So if you want to do that, I'd be more than happy to get an agreement with you. Like I said, we'll do a closing date of end of October, so that way you have plenty of time, and then I have plenty of time as well. And then at the end of the day, we're actually going to get feedback from investors on exactly how much your house is worth. And if I can get them close to 30, like I said, the more money I can put in your pocket, the happier I'll be, right? I got to make sure that I just hit my margin on the back end. But at the end of the day, if I can help you out, man, I'll be stoked about that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, how does that sound for you?
I'm I'm liking what you're saying. I'll put it that way.
All right. I mean, so if you like what you're saying, what I can do is just send you an agreement with a closing date at end of October. I'll put $30,000 as the price point for now. And then, if I get you more, I get you more. If everyone's coming back with a little bit less, I'll be upfront and, give you the feedback. And then at the end of the day, you decide what you want to do with it. So while you're working with me, you still have your, you can still be working with your realtor, so that way you're protected.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good.
What's the best email address for you? Let's see. Okay, perfect. So you're the only one that's on title. And then what I'll do in the meantime, so once we get that agreement signed, that's when I'll pull title, and then I'll send some folks out there. I know you guys live out there, so giving you 24-hour notice, is that good enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so 24-hour notice. I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it's really cluttered right here right now because we got a lot of stuff that we're planning on taking boxed up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be that cluttered that we're going to have to work around.
Yep.
But I'm sure they'll understand that when they see it because it's not sloppy, it's boxed up, but it just feels cluttered to me.
Yeah, I bet. No, I know. Okay, so let me get to work on this, and then I'll start looking for land for you guys out in Tennessee and Lucas County, see what I can do, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. I'll send that over, and Tom, when I send that over, I'll let you know. If you guys want by the way, what's your daughter's name? I keep saying your daughter. Madison. Maddie. Okay, perfect. So you and Maddie can read that over. If you want me to hop back on a call with you to go over it from top to bottom, I'd be more than happy to. Is that something would that help?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, why don't I do this? Why don't I just draft up this agreement, and then I'll send it over to you. Do you mind hopping on a call maybe 10, 15 minutes from now, and then I can quickly go over it with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you just called me to her computer again.
Okay.
4,000. She found that place was 4,000. Three baths. It even has a house on it.
For 4,000.
Yeah, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,460 square feet. But it's sold already. But no, it's not. I said sold. It's right here. It's not sold. Oh, okay. Well, anyway.
Well, that's amazing.
An idea down there.
I mean, it's not a motorhome, but it's a home. I don't know.
Yeah, really.
I mean, do you guys still want a motorhome if you can get that for a few $1,000?
Well, yeah, because that way we still do some camping.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I thought you were still going to get a trailer for your SUV.
Well, the trailer's going to be for putting the SUV on it, and the motorhome will be pulling the SUV on the trailer.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay, got it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, let me get to work on this, and then I'll call you back in 10, 15.
All right.
All right, cool. Bye.
Yep, bye.
So I used to be able to do this, I used to do this where while I'm comping, I'm actually filling out the DocuSign, which I should have done. I've gone away from it, and so I need to get back into that because I could have just done this while on the phone instead of calling him back. That's no bueno. So time and closing of the possession, we'll just say October 29 or sooner. Time limit over today. Actually, might as well take this time to explain this. So just getting the right frame of mind. Like I said earlier, what I used to do is I used to have my DocuSign open and every single call ready to be filled out. And so while I'm talking to the seller, I'm actually filling out the DocuSign. So in other words, I'm already preparing myself for a close. And when I was doing that, I had a higher conversion of contracts, sending contracts, getting it signed because it's being signed at that moment. And I also had a higher closing ratio because it's in the forefront of my mind where I see it on my screen, DocuSign. I want that signed. I want it filled out. So once again, it's just, when it's out of sight, out of mind, right? And so putting it in within your site, it just helps you focus on the end game.
Hey, Teacher.
Hey, Tom. I just sent over the agreement to you. You got a few minutes, you and Maddie? Or just you?
Yeah, we're just sitting down to meal right now.
What was that?
We're just sitting down to eat right now.
Oh, no. Should I call you back or do you guys have a quick 5 minutes? This would only take 5 minutes or less. Whatever's best for you.
Oh, it's agreement.
There you go. All right. So you see, it says date. There's no date on there. It will be stamped as soon as we both sign. Property address. I just want to make sure that's the correct address that I have on there.
Yep.
Okay. Legal description. I got that from the county. And then you're the seller. Okay. Section 2 just says purchase price and method of payment. So we're paying cash $30,000 to you. Okay. So as you can see there, 2A, all cash at closing. Section 3, closing costs are all paid by the buyer. So it's $0 to the seller.
Okay.
Okay. So next page, earnest money deposit. There's several title company that we use out in Toledo. And so since I'm partnering with an end buyer on this one, I just put to be determined. I always like to give them the option to choose their title company that they like to use. And then we'll deposit an earnest money of $100 to the title company to open title.
Okay.
Okay. If you scroll all the way down, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good.
Okay. Closing in possession. So section 5A, we're just, we're buying the property as is, but we expect to get the property in the current condition that it is right now, right? So it's not burnt down, so we don't expect a burned down house on closing.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I gotta go. And fell down. Get it in. Okay, yeah, Maddie just said she's got to go to either urgent care or the hospital. So,
Oh no. Okay.
so
Well,
thank you. I'll get back to you.
yeah, get back to me and then take care of Maddie. Okay.
All right,
All right. Bye.
thanks.
All right, guys, that was a lot, but definitely got it in there. So sent out 3 contracts yesterday, sent out 2 so far today, so that's 5. So I'll keep you guys posted on these deals.